Okay, folks, well, the Maestro's men are back. This is their second set. And, of course, the music goes till 1 a.m., folks. And, of course, it's Maestro's men, John Goodall, alternating till 8:30, and then 8:30 to 1 a.m. Hope the family and BCM will do the alternating for the evening. And this being the last day of the festival, so if you're in the area, come on down. This is great music.
Razem sobie śpiewamy trololo, trololo. Hej, ahoj rana, śpiewamy do rana. Razem tutaj śpiewamy trololo, trololo. Razem sobie posłuchamy na zwrotnie i do dna. Razem sobie wypijemy na zwrotnie i do dna. Hej, ahoj, Anna, pijemy do rana. Razem sobie wypijemy na zwrotnie i do dna. Razem sobie posłuchamy, jak prawdę się grają. Razem sobie posłuchamy, jak prawdę się grają. Hej, ahoj, Anna, słuchamy do rana. Razem sobie posłuchajmy, jak prawdę się grają.
Thank you. All right, we're going to feature our accordion player right now. And he's been squeezing the box for over 50 years. He's a recipient a few years ago of the Leon Kazicki Award from the IPA for his great contributions to the boat industry for 50 years plus. And we call him Mega Man because I think he's going to outlive us all. Would you give a round of applause from Griswold, Connecticut, Richie Bernia? And we're going to feature him on this next song called The Jolly Caballero. Hey, we'd like to send this out to Jonetta. And Debbie Jones is here. We look forward to returning to the West Wheeling, Virginia Polka Festival in Old Bay. We'll be there from March 22nd to the 24th. So come on down. It's going to be a wonderful festival and a great, great lineup. So good to see you, Debbie. And we're looking forward. If you need any information, go online. We'll have some flyers and stuff soon. So West Wheeling, Virginia in 2024. All right, here's Mega Man Rich.
Hail send us out especially to Jerry and Gary Polisky out there from Cleveland, Ohio, joining us here this afternoon. The Polish Peach is with us today. Once again, here's Richie. Do your thing, buddy.
We're also going to send this out to a couple of my favorite drummers, Dan, Matt, Alex, and my brother Jeff. We're going to do one entitled Jelly Caballeros.
Jerry, you better catch me at the end of this set, because I don't know where you're going to find me.
He makes it look easy, doesn't he? He doesn't even break a sweat.
Yep.
I don't know. Whatever vitamins he's taking, I'm going to get some of those. I'll tell you. Hey, we're going to do a tune right now. There's a tune done many years ago. It was originally done bluegrass style by Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs. And then it was polka-fied by a great band called the Dynatones with our friend Mark Trepot singing. And we're going to do one right now. It's called Till the End of the World Rolls Around. We'll keep on loving you. And we're going to send this out to Jennifer Belonda, Rutenberg. So good to see you. Good to see you always, okay? So, till the end of the world rolls around, we'll keep on loving you. Here's Jackie.
Hey, we'll send this special out to Butch and Anita Herman here with us also, from Minnesota, don't you know? Here we go.
Also going to do a tune for our good friends Chris Evil. You'll see him performing tonight with Polka Family. Nice to see Chris. Also our good buddy Jeff Malechko. Nice to see Jeff here.
Request for this next song. We'll send this out to brother musicians here from the Golden Tones. Golden Tones, nice to see you here. And all our friends from the Cleveland area and surrounding areas. And yours truly, Maestro's men, look forward to returning next year to the USPA Memorial Day weekend and Independence. So we're excited to be working that out in our schedule. We'll send this out also to very dear friends Jane Gelano and Bob Saranac. It's good to see you here. Here we go, by request for the Golden Tones, one called the Nightingale.
And also for Troy and Rachel. Nice to see Troy and Rachel here.
It's like seeing Joseph Ryan.
It's the Polish beer. Forgive me, guys. The Polka Tones. Love you.
Hello, Linda Lovera. Who's playing piano? Of course, your hubby. Everyone, thanks for joining us, as well as to the microphone.
oxygen up here, please. Yeah, let's do a tune right now from the country field, and Jackie took this song and polka-fied it. From Holly Dunn.
I thought he plastified it.
It's called There Goes My Heart Again. I would like to send this out and say hello out there. It's good to see Danny Roy and Carolyn coming in here from the Buffalo area. By the way, he petitioned Merriam-Webster to put polka-fi in the dictionary, so it should be there next year. Minute on the house.
All right, special with Jacob and Christina here with us. For all the ladies over at the other booth over there, send me a t-shirt, okay? I'm gonna put you over there, okay? That way I can get through TSA tomorrow.
Well, we'd like to invite up a very dear friend of ours that's in the audience today, and I look forward always to hearing his great band. He's going to be coming up in a little bit to entertain you. Can you have a round of applause for Polka Hall of Famer Wally Dombrowski? Can you get him up there? And we were talking, and the plans are underway. A great lineup for Ocean Beach Park Polka Days next year in June. So I'll let Wally share a little information about that. But we're very proud in our state of Connecticut that polka music is thriving thanks to Wally and Richie. That's no easy task, and they need your support. So no excuses. Put it down in the book and come party at Ocean Beach. We're going to send this out to Renee Robertson. Renee, do you have your hairbrush? All right, I hope so. And Sue Swartz. All right, I could use that hairbrush. Franya's in the house too. So Wally, tell us, when is that Ocean Beach?
So the dates for next year's Ocean Beach Park Polka Days is going to be June 19th to the 22nd, 2024. Once again, 4 days starting on Wednesday out on the boardwalk with yours truly, polka country musicians, and a whole host of bands for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Once again, those dates are June 19th through the 22nd, 2024. Oh, good, Kevin's going to be there.
Stop that feedback and get it on the stage.
You've been just so just a moment, you've been just a moment. I wish you were mine. Just a moment, you've been just a moment. I wish you were mine. the Maestro's band doing a great job here this afternoon for y'all. Oh.
Well, we're looking forward always to hearing polka country tonight. And don't forget to come Ocean Beach Park Polka Days. You're going to hear that lineup announced very soon as he's piecing everything together. We were chatting at the bar. But no excuses. You all come down to Ocean Beach Park Polka Days. Camp out for the whole week.
You're very welcome there, Diane Yarmore. I see you're watching along with Joe out there in Chicago Heights, Illinois. Thanks for joining us. And glad you're enjoying the live videos from here all weekend at the IPA here in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania.
Sure, it's all right. And speaking of the Ocean Beach Park Polka Days,
and hello to all our regular watchers, viewers who watch our videos on a regular basis. Thanks for joining us.
Great job. Good to see you.
Labor Day weekend here in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania.
To celebrate the
and we're glad everyone has been enjoying the videos thoroughly and immensely. We appreciate the viewership as always.
Especially for Billy Bueno also from the Bay State.
Hope everyone's doing well out there on this Labor Day weekend. And it's happy Labor Day weekend, and of course happy Labor Day to one and all out there. We hope you're staying safe and having fun wherever you may be.
Want to send us out the brother musician out there, Jeff Yash. Going out to Jeffrey Yash out there, great drummer extraordinaire. Kevin Adams in Basha. Good to see you out there. And also, what a great job, Michael Costa and the Beat. It's good to see the Yash boys here. Oh my God. I remember when I was that young. I can't keep up with you guys, I'll tell you.
You don't remember back that far.
Keep it going. We need that next generation to carry the torch. So here we go, one called Full Hearted Memory.
Hey, let's send a special out to Brad and Corinne here with us off the plot also. The Turks here with us. I gotta dedicate this to Corinne because I'm not going to get a little murder if I don't know. So Full Hearted Memory, especially for Brad and Corinne. Here we go.
Hey, also for Tyler, our good friend from the Albany, New York area. Nice to see Tyler.
Tyler.
Pietrancheks, too. Nice to see Jim, Keith, and the whole Pietranchek gang. And everybody from Chicago, Illinois.
Pickles and limes, jellies and wines. She's always a nice one. This same old school, this same old school. If I don't move, I can't win. There's an unknown in his heart that he can't lose. It's short for anybody knows that it's
We were reminded we haven't done an Obedic set yet, so we like to do one called Hugayashu, Dancing Johnny Obedic.
You like that one, Marty? We'll do it for you, Marty. Also, for special Dick Kazatsko, he's still here today, all the way from North Carolina. He's a regular fans, I'll tell you what. So everybody, what we call Hugayashu.
Well, we're getting this ready. Don't forget, in a couple weeks, we hope you can come down to Polka Motion by the ocean. It was so great to talk to Mike Matuzek and Anne Marie. And this is their last year, the 40th year, but I understand they're going to continue it. Some folks are picking up on that. You'll hear much more about that. But let's join together for the 40th anniversary and have a big celebration. And a great job for 40 years at Polka Motion by the ocean. All right, here we go. Hugayashu.
I'm also going to say hello and send us out to the Rositsky family. Nice to see, I see Travis and George and Dawn. Right? Nice to see everybody out there.
talking to Mike, you know, one of our favorite groups that was together, and I missed the Full Circle. They had made some great music together, so we're going to do a song we recorded that they did for some time. So one more song, we'll turn the stage over once again to the great sounds of John Goodall coming up. And here's a tune called How's the World Treating You? And I hope it's treating you great today at the IPA Festival. How's the world treating you?
Also going to send this out for Mrs. Microphone. And step. Mrs. Microphone.
I'm not there. Yeah, I do, Marty!
Said we were through. There's no hope for tomorrow. How's the world treating you? Every sweet thing that matters has been broken into. All the dreams have been shattered. How's the world treating you? Yeah.